Like, this is rough, guys. I was pretty embarrassed to even show you that, and then these two big boxes as well. It was a freaking beast. You don't get any puckering, and you can even kind of see right here, that's like so it's like anyone born between like 1992. Good morning, guys. Time right now is Monday morning. We're here at the shop, just got here. Last week was a crazy week. Honestly, the past couple of weeks have been absolutely crazy, and as a result, the office has really slipped and it's in disarray. So I'm gonna spend the next like 10-15 minutes right now getting everything all cleaned up, cleaning up the shop, sweeping the floors, giving the floors a Swiffer, and then we can get to work today, and I can show you guys what I want to get done for today, this Monday, and then the overall goals that we have for the week today. But yeah, I can't start the day off with the shop in this much of shambles. Like, this is rough, guys. I was pretty embarrassed to even show you that, but we got to get this place cleaned up. So we're gonna Swiffer the floors, sweep the floors, Swiffer the floors. Got to start a pot of coffee because I'm not doing this without coffee. So we'll start making some coffee, then we'll get started on the floors, cleaning everything up, taking the trash out. Then we can finally get started on our day. Let's get to it. It's not gonna be fun, but we've been putting this off and we can't put it off for any longer. All right, so got the place looking a lot better. Floors swept, it's clean, and now I'm just going to, I think, move my desk into this corner because I want to be able to keep that tripod there. Because I want to do more live streams. So I'm thinking if I can move the desk into the corner so it's like in the corner that way, might even be able to push the monitor's arm a little bit further back, because right now, before, it was like butting up against the wall. So I should be able to push the monitor back more and get some more like desk space to actually put my laptop and maybe even get a keyboard so that I could close my laptop lid and didn't have to use that as my keyboard. But let's go ahead and see if I can work this out. The other thing is that the air conditioner is right there, so it like blows right on me and it gets pretty cold after a little while. So we'll see what I can try and figure out here. All right. Oh, goodness. Not too bad. What do you guys think? Could probably clean up the cords underneath there a little bit more, but we got everything where we wanted it in terms of I was able to push the monitor arm back a little bit and get just a touch more room, and I'm still able to keep my tripod back there so I can put my camera up there and then raise the desk so that I can do my live streams with just like, once I raise the desk, put my camera up there, be good to go. Won't have to set up anything else, adjust the desk, adjust any other setup. I would like to make it so that I can like put a light somewhere also back there, turn on the light, put my phone on the tripod and just start recording, but that might be an addition for a later time. Anyways, let's get into what we got to get going for today. We have a busy day and a busy, so today we have a couple of things on our agenda. Today it's going to be a mainly content-driven day, getting some emails sent, working on making sure all of our content is planned out for the week so that we can hit the week strong and don't miss any days, because those of you guys who have been bearing with me, hang on, I'll be right back. You guys might remember that earlier in the year, we were working on getting everything posted daily. So we were doing daily videos here on the channel. Design Gen, we have since gotten away from that. I've just had to knuckle down and give everything, all of my focus to working on Design Gen over the past couple of weeks. But we got it out last week, man. So excited. If you guys haven't tried it yet, try designgen.com. You guys can try it for free today. Everything is out. Vectorize, upscale, generate with AI, generate with reference, screenshot the design, mockup studio. So much good stuff, guys. Check out the keynote if you haven't already. But today and this week, we have a lot of extra work that we're going to be working on for DesignGen, obviously, for normal AMS, just getting back into the swing of everything that we normally do now that we have finally gotten this across the finish line. But today we have another thing that we are working on. I'm kind of keeping this a little bit under wraps, so I'm just going to say document. And for this, I just want to go through and document all of the SOPs, the procedures, make written policies, so that when we do launch this, we have everything coordinated in the back end so that we can just make it as seamless as possible. Don't have to go through any of the growing pains, or just try and, I guess, limit the amount of growing pains that we're going to be going through. And then another thing that I want to do today is chunk the keynote that I posted on Monday and use those sections of the video as individual videos for this week. So I'm going to be changing up the content strategy on the channel going forward a little bit. This video that I'm filming right now is actually the first part of that change in the strategy. So I'm going to be doing one long weekly video and then posting that Monday morning. Probably want to get that out at like maybe latest by 8 a.m. I want to get it out as early as possible because, like, and if any of you are like me, you get up early in the morning, go to the gym, get ready, that kind of a thing, and then head into the office. I want the video to be ready for you then, so that if you are anything like me, you watch stuff to like prepare yourself for the day, prepare for the week at the gym in the morning, that you could use that video as your kind of gym content. And I want to make them long. Like, I want to go for like an hour and a half of content for each of these long form weekly vlogs. And I'm going to post them on Monday. So it's going to be an early morning post on Monday. I want to do like no later than 8 a.m. Central Standard Time so that you guys have it available in the morning. So since we got to get everything like kind of filmed for that this week, today I'm thinking I can go through the keynote that I posted on Thursday. It was like 47 minutes, those of you guys who didn't check it out, and then actually chunk up the different sections, post those as individual videos for the content this week, so that I can, I want to get these videos out to you because I think that they're really good, and it's a 47-minute keynote. Not everybody was going to sit through that. So I want to chunk up the video, get those posted and scheduled for the videos to be like sent out this week. Do that today. I want to post one of those today as well. I want to plan out the content that I want to film this weekend, and maybe even film it this week, so that this weekend I can just try and like, we can let just a little bit off of the gas when it comes to the amount of grind that we've been putting in, because it's been 7 days, like maybe Monday through Friday it's been 16-hour days, Saturday a 12-hour day, and then Sunday maybe an 8-hour day. So if we can try and get back our Sundays at least, that would be the goal. So by me filming all of our videos, planning out the content during the week, hopefully I can gain back my Sundays. But in all honesty, I'll probably end up just filling that with some other work, because that's the way that it usually goes. I also have to get the email newsletters scheduled. I have to write the email newsletters and post those or schedule them for the week so that those guys go out. I also have a demo with a person named Kale, I don't know. We'll see how this one goes. And I want to get my Opus clips scheduled for today. So I have a video that I posted yesterday. That was the long form video. If you guys missed that, go check it out. We were talking about the apps and software that I use in my business to make everything happen. And then I also want to plan some of the updates that we have going into DesignGen V3, because the work never stops. I'm getting right back on the horse when it comes to that. V1 launched in April. We just launched V2 last week on Thursday. Now it's time to get back on the horse and start planning our V3 version. I have a couple of things that I really want to get implemented. I think it's going to take the platform to the absolute next level, but they are gigantic changes. So I was talking and toying with Michaela, because I have like a basic version built out already. It just doesn't work like at all. Like it barely works. It's super unreliable. So I have a basic version built out, and I really like how it's working so far. I showed it to Michaela, and she was like, okay, we need to get this done. So I was asking her if it would be worth it, in her opinion, to kind of pause releasing the V2 that we just did, so that we could then take more time and get this feature implemented, perfected, and actually included with the V3 version, or the V2 version, I'm sorry. But yeah, it is a big boy. It's a big boy feature. It's honestly like a whole other part. It could, in a sense, be its own platform, with the amount of complexity, work, and everything that is going to be involved with it. So made the decision, Michaela actually made the decision that we're going to hold off and just ship V2 as it was. So we did that, and you guys have really been enjoying it. The reception has been insane. Thank you guys so much for each and every one of you who have signed up and given it a try, given some feedback. I was flooded this weekend. After the 3 live streams that we did, you guys went hard. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we ended up getting like 85 signups. So we have 85 different unique users. And then we got those, and this is all for the week period. So we have 85 unique signups, and then the average generations per user, that second one there. So we're at 22. So the average user is generating 22 designs per day on their account. And we have 85 signups since launching it last week on Thursday. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's not I would have liked more. We're still working on getting our first paid user for Design Gen. So we have all of the features, all of the like parts of the platform you can use without a actual paid plan. It's just going to be, your usage is a little bit more limited when it comes to that. So if you're going through a whole bunch of Ultramax generations, you're going to blow through your usage on the free plan pretty quickly. But if you're just sticking to fast and standard generations on the free plan, you can do a lot with that. So that's kind of the main thing that we allow our different users to upgrade to different tiers with, is depending on their usage. We are going to try and do a couple of different ways where it's so nice being able to talk about all of this with you guys. I feel like I've been keeping secrets and not being able to talk about everything because I've been like keeping Design Gen V2 under wraps, but now everything is out there and I can talk about it openly. So we were really toying with how we wanted to do it. If we wanted to kind of lock certain models, for example, like the Ultra or the Ultra Max model for the AI design generations behind a paywall. If we wanted to make it where to even access those models, you had to be on the Pro plan or the Creator plan, whatever it was. And that is how I built the entire platform. And I showed Michaela the version that I was going to give to you guys at the beginning of August. And while she was using, like demoing it, trying it out, and I was like standing behind her watching, it was not working, to be quite honest. And Michaela is a pro, like she knows this stuff inside and out just as well as I do. And it was just not clicking for even her. So if it wasn't clicking for Michaela, I can't imagine someone who doesn't do this stuff with me every day, who doesn't know AI and all of just like how to work with this stuff day to day on a day-to-day basis inside and out. If she was struggling, I can't imagine other people who don't do that, what they would be experiencing. So it was kind of like just an oh crap moment, and we had to go back to the drawing board on how we were actually going to be doing our pricing, doing our features, the whole platform in general. So we did that. That happened at the beginning of August, and then after that we moved over to everybody gets everything for free, and it's all just on the usage base. So the more you use the platform, we figured that would be a pretty good way of saying like, oh, okay, you're clearly getting value, you're clearly using the platform. That would be a good time where if you want to continue using it, you got to start paying. So my goal this week is to get 5 paying users. I want to get 5 paying users to sign up for Design Gen. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I'm going to try and just figure it out. We're going to try a couple of different things and see what sticks, because those of you guys who've been watching me here on the channel, you know this is my first like real crack at the bat when it comes to doing a software startup, which is essentially what Design Gen is. I know obviously it's operating inside of AMS, and AMS is a big engine that helps drive the growth for Design Gen, but it's still a software startup at the end of the day, and we're having to create all of the assets, the marketing materials, get user signups, see what users are liking, the feedback, and all of that jazz. So I'm figuring this out myself, all of that to say, figuring it out as I go, trying new things, trying what works, seeing what works, applying what doesn't, or taking out what doesn't, applying what works, and all of that kind of jazz. It's been a fun summer, but it always is something that founders say, where creating and building is the easy part. Actually creating and launching is the easy part. What you do after that launch and after you hit that go live button is where the real work starts.
The mistake people make is if you find yourself saying, I just need to get the word out. I've done all the hard part. Now I just need to get the word out. You haven't done the hard part. What you've done is waited for a miracle.
And it was nice all of the past couple of days when you've been kind of riding on that high where everyone's like, oh, congratulations, great work, this is amazing, so much praise and good things coming. But it's just like, now the real work starts. Now it's time to get the users to sign up. Now it's time to get people to start paying. Now it's time to fix everything for all of the issues that people are having, implement any of the feedback that people have said, if it's good, and go from there, man. Now the real work starts, right? Let's get into it. But that's what we got going for today. We have all of that to get done and some more, as well as our weekly goals for this week. So busy week this week. Hope you guys are having a good start to your Monday or whenever you're watching this. As I said, I'm trying to get these guys out early Monday morning, and then hopefully each of these videos are going to be nice and long for you, and you guys can just like put this on at the gym, put it on while you're maybe working, cleaning up your shop on Monday morning, whatever it is. That's going to be the idea and the vibe that I'm going for with these types of longer form videos. Just more of actually showing you guys what I'm doing behind the scenes. And those of you guys who want to watch it, it'll be here for you. Those of you guys who are more tuned to the learning videos, the DTF content, we'll have those videos too coming on the channel. This is just going to be for Mondays. Monday is going to be that long form weekly vlog. Hopefully if you guys don't want to watch it all at one point, you guys can watch what you can, come back to it the next day and finish it up. That's my idea, at least. That's just kind of how I watch videos. There's this one Alex Ramosi video he posted last week. It was actually a live stream, and it was like 2.5 hours, and I've just been like sipping it and taking chunks out of each of the different days in my workouts. So that's what I'm going to try and do for you guys, give you guys that content to just put on in the background and consume while you guys are getting ready, doing your work, whatever it is. All right, when it actually comes to what I'm gonna do though, most of the stuff in my head is like segmented into two different like camps. So these two right here, these are like mainly gonna be thinking stuff. So I have to just like have my thinking hat on when I'm doing each of these two different things. But this one, and these other two, they're kind of more, well, I guess this one also could kind of be included in that because I'm going to have to really think about all of the processes and policies. But these other things are just kind of like mindless things that I just got to get done. Like the Opus clip, I just review each of the ones, add any different elements or value that I think would be helpful, and get those posted. This demo, I mean, obviously this is just like, got to do it no matter what. The email newsletter, this is again something where I just ask AI and then I work with AI to write the actual newsletters. And then once I have the copy refined, I go ahead and send this to our template, and it actually schedules it and gets everything sent out for our email template. Again, I talked about all of this in the apps and software video that we use. I just posted that yesterday, so that was going to be like a week ago for you guys watching the video right now. Check out that video if you want to know more. Chunking the keynote, again, something pretty simple. I think I'm actually going to do that right now so that I can get this video, the first one at least, posted to the channel for you guys to watch today on Monday, September 15th. So I'm going to get started on this. I'm going to hope that I can get this done, and this done all before about 2 p.m. and then I can do my demo with Kale. That one I think is at like 240 or 230, something like that. And then after that, I can hopefully just block out the rest of my day and get this one, and this one done, because they're more of those thinking hat, need to be fully immersed and dedicated type of thing. All right, guys, got Mockup Studio. This is the video that I'm gonna do for today, exporting. It ended up being like 10 minutes of the whole video. Again, guys, those of you who haven't watched the keynote, one, you're gonna have the opportunity to check out all of the individual videos the rest of this week. But two, look at this thing, bro. It was a freaking beast to edit. This whole video took me days to put together, to film everything, and it was a lot. So I hope you guys appreciate it. I think that this was definitely the best video I've ever done in terms of actual video content. I think I killed the delivery, if I do say so myself. That was a solid video from my perspective. Really happy with that one, and would love some feedback from you guys. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. I'll put a link or a picture or something on the screen for you guys. Go check out the Design Gen keynote and let me know what you guys thought, because that was one of my best videos, I think. Pretty good. So we got that one exporting right now. Once it finishes up, I'll start uploading it to YouTube. Should be able to push this one live by maybe 2:15. It's 1:30 right now, and then we'll get back onto the horse. We got one thing done. Still have a lot of work to do today. The demo I actually saw also is earlier than I expected. It's at 2, so we got to get that one ready to go. That one is with Kale for AMS Transfers Plus, and we'll get that guy. Hopefully get him signed up at the end of today. We'll see what happens with the demo. Time right now is 3:26. I got off of that demo with Kayla, is her name actually. She just did not input the A at the end when she was filling out the leads, and we got that all done. It was at 2, like I said, and we ended up doing the demo. Everything was going pretty well. It was someone who was just getting started for their business. They were just kind of figuring out exactly how they wanted everything to come together and piece together. They hadn't got started marketing or doing social media or anything, so they were a good fit for the starter plan, and I was making that recommendation to them. Overall, it was a pretty short call. It ended up lasting like 17 minutes. But yeah, I just got the notification a couple hours ago, or no, maybe not even an hour ago, maybe like 1 hour ago, that they signed up. So they signed up for the starter plan. They ended up going for a custom domain, so they're going to have their own custom URL for their website to send all of their customers to, and we'll see what they make of it. They got started, and I'm impressed that they took the first step, because I didn't honestly see it going anywhere. But they signed up for the starter on a custom domain, so that's good. We'll get them everything sent over for their stuff and their website. But I did not see that going that way. In the meantime, I'm looking at the board that I have you guys set up on. I got the keynote chunked up as well. All of the videos that I wanted to get sectioned out, pieced, and put together for videos this week. So I just actually posted the one for Mockup Studio today. That one went live around like 2, right before the demo. Actually, I was trying to get the thumbnail done really quick. So I got that done, posted. I got the one for the models scheduled for tomorrow, and then we'll do image tools the day after, and then we'll do trend tap on Thursday. So got videos planned for the rest of the week until Friday. Got to come up with what I'm going to do on Friday and Saturday and Sunday this week. Just realized I'm supposed to be doing my content planning as well, but that's what I got the rest of the day for, so that's good. And I can also spend the rest of the day thinking on Design Gen V3 and documenting some processes and policies for what we got going on in the business. But we've been working with this one client for years, honestly. She was one of our first clients that we got for our business, and she's a coffee shop up in the Northeast, which I mean, that doesn't really have any actual impact, But we've been working with her for so long and doing some good business together. But then, for those of you guys who do own print shops, has this ever happened to you? She sent us a screenshot of this ultrapress.com, and I'm not sure if any of you guys have ever heard of this place, but they are selling their stuff for cheap, man. Ultrapress.com, they have, what is it? Let's see. I had never heard of this place before. They have a Gildan soft style for $3.95 if you purchase 100 with one color. That's including the t-shirt. So you get the one color design printed with a screen print. Actually, you get one color screen printed 100 tees on a Gildan soft style for $3.95 per tee. And she sent me that and was like, hey, can you guys do this? I saw this offer on my Facebook or whatever. And I was like, I mean, yeah, I guess we can, because this client usually likes doing like really premium stuff. So they get like premium garments, they get premium like artwork and stuff. She's like really picky about the way that she likes the feel of the artwork. So we've like dialed it in with her to basically only use high mesh screens so that it's not that like thick ink feel. So we've been working with this client for a long time, trying to get everything like dialed in exactly to the way that they like it. And I mean, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like annoying to get one of those things where it's just like, hey, I found this cheaper price, can you beat it? And it's like, do you value what we have been doing for you? Do you value the relationship that we have and the work that we have been doing? Or do you just want the cheapest price? And I get that for a lot of people, the cheapest price is definitely what they want, and that's all they care about. But it was just something that I felt like we had a connection, the relationship, everything was going really well with our previous orders. It's one of those things, man. I don't, it's like, it's so hard, especially Michaela and I talk about this. For the longest stretch in our business, we had the philosophy of what like Jeff Bezos and all of them say, where it's like treat your customers like family, put them above everything, always act like your customers are, it's like day one or whatever if you're Bezos. So we've been always having, or no, what does he say? He says something like, make it seem like you're buying your customer's mother's flowers. So like do so much for your customers that it would be like you're buying your customer's mother's flowers. That's like his whole shtick and his whole thing, what he goes off of. And we've been trying to do that for the past like years, doing that through and through in our business, treating our customers basically like royalty and whatnot. But it's just like, this is one of like our OG most real customers that we've had for the longest time. And it's just another one of these things that has happened to us. Like we've had 3 or 4 different people in our, like who we've been working with for a long time in our business, just like completely ditch and ghost us for seemingly no reason, or going just purely with the cheaper offer. And it's just been hard, man, because that's so annoying, where like you put all of this work into trying to go above and beyond, treat the customer like royalty, do the right thing for the customer, and put your profits aside, hoping that the customer will stick with you and be loyal, right? And then it's just those things happen and makes you rethink your whole philosophy and if that's even worth it, because there's a lot of things that we do where it's not a money maker for us, but we do it with the hope of this will give us more money back on the back end because we're helping out the customer and doing the right thing. Annoying to say the least, but we'll get it figured out. I sent her over the quote, and we're gonna do it exactly how these guys are doing it. They're doing it with the Gildan soft style one color ink. That's what I told her. We're gonna be doing it with the soft style, not doing the premium tees that you're used to using. And she even said in the email, she's like, yeah, I want the same color that we've been using on the other ones. And I was like, well, okay, you're doing a different t-shirt, so we're obviously not going to be able to do the same color. Here's one that's similar. Does this work for you? So we'll see what happens. 524. I posted that mock-up studio video that I was telling you guys about. and in that video I had a person comment and say that the Mockup Studio doesn't work, says every file is too big. Mine was only 3 megabytes, still said too big. I was able to replicate the issue on my end, and the current limit is set at 3 megabytes in the back end, but the front end is telling the users that they can upload up to 10 megabit images. So it's giving those two issues right there. So I either have to decide on whether I should increase the size of the images that the users can upload for their own mockups, so that, like, we allow you to either generate a custom mockup or you can upload your own one and then apply designs with AI. So if you want to upload your own mockup to apply designs with the AI, you can do that. It's just that right now you're limited to uploading images that are 3 megabytes or less. So I have to either increase the size or change the UI on the front end to accurately reflect the 3 megabyte limit. So I'm going to, I don't know, like, this hasn't been a problem for me yet because it is, I don't know if you need more than 3 megabyte size images to be able to upload. I feel like that's a pretty acceptable size. 3 megabytes is like nearly 3,000 by 3,000 pixels. So I'm just trying to think on what to do here. Mainly because these mockups are basically stored forever on the user's account, and I don't necessarily want to allow the users to upload a whole bunch of different mockups and then I have to sit and store them all for them, and that could definitely be a problem. So I think I'm probably just going to end up moving it up to the same 5 megabytes that I have on the image generation reference image, and then we'll just keep it at 5 megabytes standard for all uploaded images. 5 megabytes is the maximum. That should definitely be good enough. I don't think there's any reason why you should be needing to upload more than 5 megabyte images. And then if you are, lower the size of it and then you can upload it. I think that's just what we're going to end up doing here. So I'm going to do a fresh pull and get the code from GitHub, because I've been making a couple of different minor tweaks and bug fixes, the ones that have been coming through on Sentry. So we'll get those guys fixed and then we'll push the update. Alright guys, I just got the code pushed to GitHub, so we're just waiting for this to build. Once it builds, we'll check everything out, make sure everything looks good on the deployment version, and then we'll get it merged into the main branch. So I opened up a PR. We'll wait for that to finish up. I got the fix to Mockup Studio done and kept now properly at 5 megabytes. I responded to the guy's comment, kind of keeping him updated, but I was able to find that the issue was that the browser was converting the uploaded files to base 64, and base 64 inflates the data like 33%, which was causing anything larger than a 3.5 megabit file to then fail, and that was the error that he was getting. So I got everything fixed with that. We're now properly uploading the file to Firebase cloud storage before sending it over through Vercel's body, because the body limit in Vercel is 5 megabytes. So when we tried to send the base 64 image, it was getting caught in that, and that's where the error was actually getting thrown. So we got that fixed. And while we were doing that, I also got a couple of other enhancements added to the chat panel in the Create for Design Gen. So here, those of you guys who know, we have these suggested prompts. These are the ones that are actually based off of like your memories, your chats, and your designs. And now we also have this enhance button in here as well. So if you type in like cat design, click the enhance button, that'll automatically, if I can show you guys. So type in cat design, and then normally we have these autocompletes pop up automatically as well. But in case you didn't want to do any of this stuff, you just wanted it ready to go, you can just click the enhance button. Alright, my camera died. I don't know where I left off, but you click the enhance button and then it transforms cat design into all of this text for you, and you can just go ahead and send that. So one of the things that we're doing on Design Gen to try and make your experience just that much better, let's go ahead and check back with the build, see how we're looking. I think we are still building. So we'll go ahead and let that finish up and we'll see. I think actually we gotta get going for today. So we probably are gonna head out here, get the packages dropped off to FedEx and UPS. This is a really awkward angle. My hand hurts, so we're gonna get out of here. What's going on, guys? Wednesday, September 24th. Today I have had to start the day off doing some work, just getting everything back on top of things, replying to some customers because there was even like 2 customers back from Monday who sent some emails on Monday afternoon and I did not get back to them until today. So I just got back to everybody. My inbox is completely cleared. I had to do some stupid stuff. I had to open up a claim with UPS because they have completely screwed up and lost this customer's package. Not sure what is going on with it, but the tracking for it says that there's been no updates since the 18th of September and it's already the 24th. It left Houston, arrived in Pittsburgh, but then since it arrived in Pittsburgh, there has been no updates, nada, nothing. So I got a claim open for that one. Luckily it was only like a $60 order, so it's gonna fall within that $100 shipping guarantee insurance thing for UPS packages that are bought through pirate ship. So we got that going for us. That's all good, and hopefully they'll approve the claim. Usually when this happens, it either the claim gets approved or the package starts magically moving it through the network again. So hopefully one of those 2 things happens and we can get this customer their orders and their transfers. But in any sense, it's been a long time since I've checked in with you guys. What's going on? Sorry for completely dropping the ball and screwing the pooch last week on you guys with the vlogs. I know that I vlogged what you guys just watched on Monday of last week, but then since have not picked up the camera or vlogged for you guys. So yeah, not great obviously, but we're gonna get back on it. Hopefully I'm gonna try and salvage this video for you and get it posted on Monday, which will be, what day is that? That's going to be the 29th of September. So hopefully when you're watching this, you guys are watching it on the 29th of September or whenever it was that you're watching it. We're gonna post it on the 29th of September. You can watch it whenever you want. Anyways, got some embroidered hats done as well. These guys just got finished up. We just gotta put the new labels on and get them sent out. So this was 150 of these frame caps for one of these sushi companies. So this is like a sushi grocery store. So we got 150 of these nice frame AS color hats. So get this nice and close for you guys. Got these embroidered, nice and big, so it's going to be 5 inches wide by 2.5 inches in height. And then we also did one on the back, so a little something on the back for them. And these are going to be for their employees. We got these as 150. These are the frame hats from AS Color. Those guys are good to go out today. But then we also got these cool rope hats also from AS Color. So these guys got the same designs, the same 5 by 2.5. So we're gonna get these guys shipped out, but they turned out really nice. I'm super happy. We don't do embroidery too often, but you guys can peep the back logo too. Pretty fire. I like these hats too, because these are what the kids are wearing nowadays, these rope style hats. And it's also kind of like a canvas fleece. I'm not really sure if you guys are able to tell, or maybe you can hear that. It's kind of like a windbreaker jacket. So it feels nice, and overall I think the customer is going to be pretty happy with it. I hadn't ever used AS Color hats before for embroidery, so I was a little worried how they were actually going to hold up. Overall though, they held up really well, especially this one. I was really worried about this one because it was so thin. And for those of you guys who haven't used embroidery very much, you want something that is a little bit thicker so that when the needle actually goes through the hat, goes through the fabric, whatever it is, that you don't get any puckering. And you can even kind of see right here, that's like a tiny example of what puckering actually is, when you can like see these little waves, or I guess waves would probably be the right word to describe it, in the design. And that's kind of just where the stabilizer on the back here actually goes and grabs the thread. The needle does it, the bobbin grabs the thread, and then that's how it actually locks it into the design, into the hat and the fabric. So you want a little bit of a thicker piece of material when you're actually embroidering it to begin with. So I was worried with these canvas hats, but they turned out really well. I'm super excited for the client to get their hands on them and to get their feedback, because they were excited about these. And I know that they were a little on the fence deciding on these or just another basic style hat, like something that they've done before. But I tried to push them into these because they're like the new hot thing right now. I think they were literally on AS Colors like fall and whatever guides for like what's popping this season. So I tried to push the client into those, and all in all, these were still the same price. Like this frame hat was the same price to me as the rope hat. So to me and to the client, it wasn't a difference in price, but I think it's gonna make for a really nice experience. I am pretty sure that these normal ones, these standard frame hats, these are gonna be the ones that are going to the employees. And then the rope hats are gonna be the ones that are going to, well, the like employees, the like the grunt workers, you know what I'm saying? Like the line employees, the people who are actually like making the sushi or whatever in this case. I think these are the ones who are going to be getting those hats. And then the other hats, the rope ones, are going to be going more towards like the corporate employees, the ones who work in the office, do the marketing and all of that kind of stuff. But we'll see. I actually don't know that. I'm kind of just guessing and assuming that that's going to be what they're doing with them based off of the trends and making it look good, all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, those are exciting. I'm really excited to get those guys out. It's a lot of hats. So we got all of those. Those guys got to go. And then these two big boxes as well. So we will buy the labels for those and get them printed and shipped, or they're already printed. Get them shipped and sent out, because those guys have been in the queue for a little while. Embroidery definitely takes a lot longer than just the normal DTF transfers. So getting them out today though, clients should get them. If it's going ground and they're all the way on the East Coast, it'll probably end up taking 3 days to get them. So they should be looking at Monday, maybe Saturday, but it is going to a business. So I don't think they're gonna deliver those on Saturday. And Monday it will probably end up being. But let's go see what Michaela's got going on. We've been having a busy day in the back with our DTF transfers. As always, we just had one of our clients who hasn't actually placed an order in a long time, because she was one who we were helping at the beginning of the year take the transition and take the leap off of AMS Transfers Plus to get their own DTF printer and start doing everything in-house themselves. So we were super excited to see that, but unfortunately she was running into a little bit of a problem with her equipment. So she got an order placed, and we're gonna still be able to get that to her in time, making sure that she doesn't have to disappoint her customers or make any adjustments. So just another benefit, just let us know if you guys need any help. We're always here to try and give you guys any advice, solutions, and be there for when the inevitable problem comes up, because it even happens to us sometimes. We're not immune. Problems like what we run into can happen to you too, and they have happened to us, and it's been really nice to be able to rely on some people, some partners, and some friends out there to be able to cover our butts and help us out. So if that is like you guys need any help with return the service, let us know. You can email me directly at alex@amsmanufacturing.com. And if it's during the day, like Monday through Friday, I'll probably respond in a couple of minutes. But let me know if there's anything that we can do to help. If always you guys do need DTF transfers, you know, amstransfers.com. Try designgen.com if you need some artwork to go with those DTF transfers. But all in all, we got a solid day so far. I got a couple of other things that I have on my agenda to do today. Let's go over those. I have so much stuff to like talk about, to show you guys. to do today, so much stuff. So I know from last week we were doing the to-do list on the board that I'm looking at right now. What is this thing called? I am having a brain fart right now, but it's like the paper board, the big paper board, whiteboard, whatever it is. All I can think of is a whiteboard, but it's actual paper. That's from last week. We got all of those things done and out of the way. We're good to go. So again, just bear with me, guys. We're gonna get back on the horse in the next video with the vlogs, but we're gonna keep on going with the vlogs from this week and just keep things rolling for you. So with that though, we do have a completely new set of agenda items. Today we're going to be working on filming a Design Gen tutorial video. So I want to make a video detailing out a specific feature in Design Gen and then making a good video to use as like promotion, get the word out, try and get some subscribers onto Design Gen, and using the platform, getting that feedback and seeing what you guys want and are using more on it so that we can keep on doing more of what is working. This is something that I was working on last week, but I can't really, like if I say what the to-do item is, you won't have any idea what it is. Later today though, I also want to send the landing page generator to our AMS Transfers Plus clients. This was something that I was working on last week, and I am ready to send it over to a couple of people who we really like working with. So I'm going to send it over to a couple of our AMS Transfers Plus clients. I want to get their feedback and see what they think before we start rolling it out to a more broader subset of users. These are the people who, like, I know that they're going to use this specific like tool, feature, whatever. So I want to get their feedback on it. So I'm going to try and send it to them today and see if they can give it a try and give me anything that they want improved, fixed, changed, that kind of a thing. Also, I want to start sending some emails to people when they sign up for Design Gen. So like kind of drip sequence emails where after you sign up, you get an email like welcoming you, like, thanks for signing up to Design Gen. We really appreciate it. My name's Alex. I created this, yada, yada, yada. And then the next day I want to make it like a follow-up email like, hey, how was your first day using Design Gen? Did you create your first design? Did you do a mock-up? And then if not, just kind of like helping them through the process, telling them a little bit more about the features, showing them how to use some of the features, get the best results, and more of just like a nurture campaign. So I want to get that set up. I have to do a little bit to actually get that set up because I need to write the entire email nurture campaign. And then I also need to modify the code to actually start a webhook. I think I'm going to do it as a webhook either in the N8N API. So I'll just basically like open up a new workflow in N8N and do it that way so that I can go ahead and send the new sign up to SendGrid. Or I'll just do it completely through the SendGrid API in the code, or I am thinking about doing it all through code rather than doing sending the user's email to SendGrid and then building out the whole template and nurture campaign, all of the emails still in SendGrid. I can either do it that way, I can do it all through code, or I can do it kind of quasi through code. So I'm trying to figure out which way I want to end up going with that one. So I got all of those things that I still have to get done to do that. So I have to write all of the emails and then actually implement it. I also want to, there's a bug going on with the help desk where I can't add new articles to the Design Gen help desk. So I was going to try and fix that bug. And I also want to post some help desk articles because I wrote some yesterday on Mockup Studio, and when I was actually going to get them posted to the help center, I noticed a bug and I was not able to. So I wanted to get that done, and then a couple other things that I have on my agenda. I need to also get some hype posted and start hyping up the webcasts and the live streams that we're going to be doing every Friday. So we're going to be doing webcasts every Friday live here on the channel, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tune in if you guys are interested. We're going to be just doing kind of whatever. We're going to be figuring out what you guys want. So if you guys are interested in talking, chatting with me live, pop into those live streams. We're going to be doing them every week at 5:30 unless stated otherwise. But yeah, if you want to have an impact on actually guiding what we're going to be doing in those live streams, drop in 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time here on the channel on Fridays. All right, I just got this post scheduled, or posted actually, to YouTube. So starting to hype up the live stream that we're going to be doing on Friday. Make sure you guys are tuning in to the live shows that we're going to start doing here. Pretty excited, but today, or for the rest of the day I really should say, now it's time that I can really lock in. So I got everything that I really kind of needed to do work and customer wise handled and dealt with. It's 3:20 right now, so now is when I can actually get some like work done on the business rather than just being an employee in the business. So what I'm probably going to end up doing, making another cup of coffee and then getting to work on the landing page generator. So I want to get everything with that all buttoned up. I want to get that sent out to those people like I was saying, and then kind of just start that process, get the feedback going and get that all done, because this is it's taking too many brain cycles from me because I don't really know where I want it to go. I just know that it's really cool and it's really good and it's really useful, but I just don't know exactly how it all works together yet. So I'm just gonna ship what I have, see what the clients think of it, get some early feedback from them, and then go from there. Because like I've been saying, I don't know where exactly I want to take it, how we can fit it into everything, how it can be the most efficient for everybody involved. And I just don't think that there's really more thinking that I can do. We're just gonna have to start doing. So I'm gonna get that guy out today. I want to get that done. I also want to get that help desk bug fixed in Design Gen. So I'm gonna try and lock in and get those two things on my to-do list done right here, right now. All right, guys, the time right now is just about 6 o'clock. I am about to commit this. Because I think we're pretty close. And then hopefully by the time I get back from UPS, this will be built and we can go ahead and give it another try. I've been trying to work through these errors for a little bit, but still riding the struggle bus when it comes to getting this actually figured out. So I'm going to do a pull request, start getting this guy built, and then by the time I get back, we should be able to go ahead and see if this guy is finished up here. But in the meantime, I have to get these guys dropped off to UPS. So we got to get the hats as well as all of the other orders that are going out to UPS dropped off and sent out on their way. So obviously these hats are going to be a pretty big priority. Which is why I am trying to help out with the shipping and the orders where I can with Michaela, so that she can spend time making sure that the DTF prints are looking good and the transfers are going out on time according to the customer's selected turnaround time. And also these hats are going out because obviously for those of you guys who do watch the videos normally, you know that these hats and orders like these aren't normally what we do day to day. And Michaela's really good at what she does with the DTF transfers, running those DTF printers. I don't want to get in her way with stuff like this, so I try and do what I can to get these guys all wrapped up and sent out on their way. When it comes to actually also dealing with the clients, that's just another thing that I try and make easy for her by whenever it is something like this especially, but if like there's an issue with an order or someone's having some trouble with one of their transfers, just one of those things where we try and figure it out before we actually go run to Michaela, because for those of you guys who maybe do work with your wife or your significant other, you know how it is. So you just want to have all of your ducks in a row before you go and be like, hey, what's going on with this? And then you get yelled at, and then you realize that the customer uploaded some blurry 72 DPI artwork and you have egg on your face. So obviously try and just take as much of the stuff for the customers, for the actual day-to-day operations off Michaela's plate, so she can, like I said, focus on what she does best, running those DTF printers, and then I can get this money flowing in the door. Michaela processes the orders. That's the dream team. So we'll get these guys on their way. I was able to do a 3 shipment order. Oh damn, what did I do? All of them? Oh damn, I did do it wrong. Shoot. Alright, that one came off. Can I get this one off? Nice, let's go. Alright, so big question, are they gonna stick as well? Might have to apply some tape just to be safe. But what I just did there was I accidentally put the 2-pound label on the big box down there, the 22-pound box, and I don't think UPS would have liked that, and I think I would have seen a big fat adjustment coming my way. For those of you guys who do ship regularly, do you guys like ever get adjusted, or do you guys always, do you guys ever get refunds? Because we actually did get a refund the other day, but do you guys usually like have a scale and you put in the inputted weight of the actual box? Like, are you weighing every box before you send it out? Are you trying to kind of guesstimate and then have it so your orders, like, you know, okay, this person ordered a 22 by 60, that's gonna weigh this much. Like, how do you guys do it? Let me know in the comments down below. But in the meantime, guys, I'm gonna get these guys dropped off to FedEx. One of the checks for the code just failed, I see. So that's good to see. Love to see it. I'm gonna get these guys dropped off and then we'll finish working on that. All right, guys, so I don't know what happened to the clip in between here, but you're gonna need this added context. I was trying to get the cord so that I could hook up the camera that I record the vlogs on to my computer so that I can use that camera as like my camera for the streams, so that when you guys are like seeing my face, it's from that camera rather than the webcam that I'm filming this on right now. And that could maybe foreshadow a little bit of what we have coming up here, but I just need you guys to know what that context is as we go into these next clips. I'm trying to connect the camera to my computer. All right, guys, I don't know what this is, man, but this is the port like I was showing you, and somehow that's that's not gonna fit. Oh my goodness, what is that? Does that like micro HDMI? I think I got a mini HDMI, so what is that? Yep, I screwed that up. Apparently there is a micro HDMI, and that's what I needed to get, I guess, because that thing looks freaking tiny compared to the one that I got. Oh my gosh, they say they have it overnight though, so I would just have to get it the $2.99 or $3.99, whatever it is, delivery charge. Oh my goodness. Good morning, guys. Time is 9 a.m. Friday morning. I got the cable. And we're gonna try and get this set up. Had an early morning dentist appointment today at 8 a.m. and got everything with that all taken care of. I got another follow-up on Thursday. Hate the dentist. But today I just gotta go through everything that I wanna do, get everything all situated. Usually I do this when I'm at the gym in the morning, but the dentist throwing everything off. Michaela ran to HEB. She's gonna grab some cream and coffee because we are completely out of both, actually, which for those of you guys who do watch the channel are two absolute necessities for us here at AMS. So I'm going to see if this finally works, if I can connect my camera to the computer so that we can use it today on the live stream, and then hopefully I can get everything all set up for that today, and then we can just hit the go live button when the time comes today at What time is it? At 5:30, I think I said. Sorry guys, I'm having a tough time. Haven't had any coffee. Let's see if this works. It's about 1 right now. Michaela left to run to Aviva to grab some supplies. I have been watching the DTF printer while she is away, getting everything sorted away with this one. It's just been honestly running by itself. I haven't even been doing anything, just making sure that it has enough powder. But it's been working hard, clearing these jobs. So yeah, Michaela ran over to Aviva to grab some teas. I've been working in the office this morning. The last thing I left you guys on was the actual trying to get this damn camera set up. I still can't get it, man. Apparently the mini HDMI or the micro HDMI that I got is not for actually transmitting the feed from the camera. It's just for like watching back videos that are on the camera. That's freaking useless. Why would you want that? That's what the SD card is for. And I was so annoyed. I just didn't even update you guys and got to work. So I've been trying to get everything figured out that I want to get done for the webcast and the live stream. I want to have more structure because the last 2 that I've done have been chaotic to say the least, and I want to make them something that you guys, if you can't tune in live, that they're still worth watching even on the channel later. So to do that, I think today, and maybe even just going forward, because this is a big thing that we're going to be working on, I want to create a brand to show you guys kind of what I would do step by step. So I still haven't figured everything out, if you guys can't tell already, but this is what we got so far. So we're gonna create this brand on stream. I am going to create an AMS Transfers Plus web store. We're gonna create that on stream. We're gonna call it Hype Honey. I went ahead, generated some logos. So these are the logos we're going to do. And then this is the brand inspiration that we are going to have. So I was talking to ChatGPT, trying to figure out how to actually pick a niche that I wanted to go with for this. So from what they were saying, they pulled this McKinsey article, and McKinsey is saying that Gen Z is wanting choice more than ever. So they're not loyal to any big brands, and they're wanting to try out different things. Loyalty, schmoyalty, they say. So they say that half of Gen Z consumers prefer to explore and shop new brands compared to 1/3 of shoppers age 50 and older. So what that's basically saying is that older people are going to be more likely to buy from existing brands that they already know and love, and Gen Z shoppers are going to be more interested in just getting something that they think looks good. Most of all, they're not most concerned with the brand, they're concerned with the look of it. So with all of that in mind, we're going to be targeting Gen Z, but specifically Zillennials. So if this picture means anything to you guys, you are one of me, one of my kind, because this is all stuff that like was from my growing up, my upbringing, whatever you want to call it, childhood. Not childhood, just like teenage years though. So a lot of this stuff is going to be really sympathetic to those Zillennials out there. And Zillennials are what, like this age range right here. So it's like anyone born between like 1992 and I would even push it to like 1998, but I think it is actually 1996 for like the hard cutoff from millennials to Gen Z. But I don't really know about any of this stuff. So in any case, this is going to be the target stuff that we're going to be creating everything around for this brand Hype Honey. On the stream, I have the agenda kind of written out, so we're going to use that brand style guide that I was showing you guys yesterday. We're going to create one. We're going to create a landing page for Hype Honey. We're going to create a landing page to hype the launch of Hype Honey. That was not a tongue twister, but just difficult to say. Create designs for the launch, so we're going to use Design Gen, generate some designs, and then we're going to create the mock-ups, and then we're going to actually get those listed all on the stream. So I think that this is going to be a pretty good stream. It's a pretty good use case for me, for you guys, because one, I get to show off all of my products and services, so obviously that's going to be a win-win for me. But two, I actually get to show you guys the value that these things can actually provide. because that's one thing that I always try and, I talk to Michaela about this all the time. I feel kind of guilty when I talk about like Design Gen and all of the other tools that I've tried to create for you guys to make our lives a little bit easier and just improve everything that we do day to day. And in doing that, I always feel just a little bit guilty when I'm like talking to you guys about it, promoting it, making videos, whatever it is, because I feel like you guys are subscribed for the DTF content, like the DTF printers and stuff like that. And then when you see these big Design Gen stuff, I feel like a sellout, in all honesty. So I don't want to ever come across as that. But then Michaela's always like, oh, it's not like you're one of those YouTubers who's pitching a HelloFresh or a Athletic Greens sponsorship or something like that. And like, yeah, I guess that's a fair point. It's just something that I wouldn't even want to come across as that, and just trying to strike a balance with all of that. But I really do think that this idea, this live stream, is going to be a good idea for showing you guys just what exactly we would do if we were starting over, because we talk about it all the time, like, oh, what would we do if we started over? How would we start? How would we do this? What would you do if you tried to start a transfer business in 2025? All of these things. So I want to actually put the pedal to the metal and try out everything that we're saying, being a conduit for our teachings, our learnings, and trying to learn and improve things ourselves. Because I would say the actual main underlying driver between all of this and driving this whole idea, content series, whatever, is I wanted to be able to get the actual experience and the feedback on Design Gen, for example, on AMS Transfers Plus, from you, from like your perspective as a client. So I want to know, I want to basically like put myself directly in your shoes, because it's obviously just a bit different when it's like I'm the one here with the DTF printers. I know exactly what is going to be some of the best artwork, and I'm kind of optimizing for that. I'm optimizing for production rather than optimizing for getting customer sales, getting leads in the door, getting customers to care about your brand, those types of things. So I want to be more on the ground with you guys, trying to understand more about you, what you need, the tools that actually make you better, more efficient, and how I can be there to support you, provide value, and help out. So that's just the whole kind of my mindset behind all of this. Let me know if you guys have any ideas, anything that you guys would like to see more of in regards to this, maybe not even just as general stuff you guys want to see more of here on the channel. You guys are probably like an hour into this video at this point, so if you're still here hanging out with me, what's going on? Comment your name down below. Let's get to know each other. We're obviously going to become pretty good friends here over the next little while, so just hanging out. Powder's still looking good. I'm gonna get back to it. I'm going to switch gears now though. I got the webcast. I'm pretty confident I can get that guy winged, I guess. I mean, it's definitely not winged. I'm so much more prepared than I have been the previous times. But now let's transition. Let's start working on the actual Sunday video that I have to film today and get that guy all figured out. But first, a cup of coffee. Another cup of coffee. I've been just obviously consuming a lot more AI and startup content as of launching Design Gen recently. And a part of that has been watching founders and other people talk online and on social media. And there was this one guy, he's the founder of Stan Store. He was on, I actually heard about him first from the Diary of a CEO podcast.
And gentlemen, I've just done the biggest investment deal of my entire life. A deal worth tens of millions in a company worth 9 figures. It might be one of the most pivotal moments in my life, but also one of you is going to win.
Apparently he invested in his company. So that's how I first heard about him, and then I followed him on LinkedIn. And since following him on LinkedIn, the guy's had some pretty good posts. And one of his most recent posts was him sharing some perspective that he had on like what actually makes a good startup founder, what makes a good team, what makes a good startup in general. Obviously there's so many things that go into it, but one of the things he was kind of talking about was this concept of dog fooding your own product. So I'm not sure if any of you guys have heard about this before or are familiar. I've heard about it in a couple of different ways. I've never actually heard about it termed or coined that specifically, but essentially it just refers, oh my gosh, I'm out of water. Oh, I got some right here. I'll go ahead and swap that out. It just means that you're using your own product when you're going to do something that you would have to, like if you, like for me, example, if I wanted to remove a background, I think a best case for me would be to actually go to Design Gen and remove that background. I think it would be pretty weird and pretty scummy of me if I were to be still using Photoshop to remove my backgrounds or still using Canva or something like that. I actually do still use Canva, I'm not even gonna lie. For my thumbnail videos, like on YouTube, I still do use Canva. But for anything like customer designs and stuff like that, we have been using Design Gen for all of the stuff that we need to do, whether it's upscale, vectorize, background removal, whatever it is, we've been actually using Design Gen to do it. So when he was saying that, that just made total sense to me. I was like, yeah, is that not something that other people do? Like, is that not something that company founders and service owners, like, I thought that was common, to be honest. So that was like, in a way, it was like profound, but it was also, I just thought it was common knowledge at the time. But then it also really started to hit me for a couple of other different things, because there is certain times where I still just find little things that I would need a little bit of a workaround. And I know the workaround, like I can figure my way around Design Gen like the back of my hand with my eyes closed. But it's just like, I need to be able to get on the ground floor and know from your guys' experience where you guys are seeing things, how you guys are playing the game, and try and build everything to suit around that. Rather than at this level, this higher level, looking down, trying to be like, okay, so this is what these people are going to need, and then that's gonna work best for me when I wanna produce the transfers. I need to get lower, I need to get down and dirty, down in the trenches, and figure out what is going to be the best thing to get you guys the best results. And then we can work up from there, because like we obviously have the infrastructure already built out for production, DTF transfers, apparel, all of that stuff. So it's just making sure that this product is good, is outstanding, is just amazing, the best thing out there. And I think that there's a lot of aspects of Design Gen that actually is already there, where it is the best thing out there in the world. But there is still, I think, a lot of room that we can improve. Like, for sure, I'm a single man team doing this all. Like, Michaela obviously is helping out with the production and everything, but in terms of engineering, it's just me out here, so we're friends, I'm telling you. We're gonna get to know each other. You're hanging out with me this long in the video. All right, just coming out here, giving the DTF prints one quick lookie. Let's see how we're doing in the powder. We're getting close. This is where I'm going to have to end the video for you guys today. I'm gonna have to end it somewhere so that we can start the video for the next week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This was the first little taste of what we have coming here on the channel. Trying to do more of the like long form content. So doing these like 1, 2, 3 hour live streams on Fridays at 5:30 Central Standard Time. Trying to give you guys these more long form in behind the scenes, what we're doing here at the shop type of videos. So you could just kind of feel like you're one of us, you're a fly on the wall, and you can really get to know us. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are, if you're liking the new format, if you're vibing with it, if it's not working for you, these are just too long, you didn't even make it this far, so you're not even hearing this message when you're leaving those comments saying that this is too long. Whatever. This is what we're going to be doing for a little while. Hopefully you guys enjoyed though. Stick around, get subscribed, leave a like on the video, turn the notification bell on so you can be notified whenever we post videos, when the video goes live. And thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Check out DesignGen. Go to trydesigngen.com. As always, if you need DTF transfers, you need them shipped the same day. Place your order by 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, amstransfers.com. We got you covered. Printed, shipped, same day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.